And I guess that most of you will already know what we're talking about. There isn't a number combination that is more magical than this one. 911. 911.
Ja, der 911, der Porsche.
Yes, the 911, of course, epitomizes Porsche. Well over 1 million of them have been produced, spanning 8 generations. But these two Porsches here are anything but mass-produced goods. They're really unique. Now, Alexander Klein, I believe everybody out there will envy you for your job. You are head of the historical collection of cars at the museum. Now, how you got landed this job we'll hear later, perhaps. I'm sure there'll be lots of applicants for that top job. Now, let's talk about this 911. It is an original 11. So where did you dig that out?
Well, that is really a very unique story of how we found that car. It was in summer 2014 when we got a call from a well-known TV station, and they told us, now we are in front of a barn. There are a lot of spare parts in it, and we think there's also a 911 in there. How much would that cost? And we told them, well, can you give us some more details on the car? Well, it looks terrible, and it's red. And then they also gave us the vehicle identification number. Well, they still were able to tell what color it was. Well, it seems there was still some red paint to be seen. But then the vehicle identification number already was a clear indication that it must have been a very early model of the 911 series.
Oh, that's an exciting story, and now it's here, restored to its former beauty, and so much work has gone in it, perhaps blood, sweat and tears even, but now there are tears of joy. Months of work have gone into it, and we have wrapped it all up for you.
Das ist also einer der ersten.
So this is it, one of the first 911s that ever was. It's a beauty of a car, wonderfully restored. And if you come across a barn like the one you talked about, perhaps it doesn't just want one car, but actually has two. Now, this is a 68 generation. I'm sure that looked different too.
First of all, it was covered by by some tarpaulin, and it is the 911L, which was built only in that year, so it was really unique, and it was once again a sheer coincidence. And this 968L, finding both of them at the same time in that bar was great.
I'd say, you know, it's a very special find indeed. Now, looking at these cars, at a first glance, I have to say I can't see so much difference, really. But you're the expert, so what are the nuances that are different between these two?
Let's start with the commonalities, both red, 6 cylinders, 2-liter displacement, 130 horsepower, but 4 years is a different. Let's start at the front. Here you can see the horn grille made of chromium, and here they are mounted with 4 screws, and that was quite heavy. Over there only fitted and held in place with 2 screws.
Basically, right?
Look, and then look at the tires, or rather rims here to the left with a 964 4.5 inch, and over here already 5.5 inch. Of course, a bit wider, stabilizes the entire vehicle. Then here, the windscreen wipers. Here you can see on the 1964 they are right pivot and arms, and for the 1968 left hand. And that's because you want to remove the rain and the water and the debris from the field of view of the driver.
So you learn over the course of time.
The difference, the door handle is different. Here it's a roundish one, and yours one is already integrated into a rectangular situation. And then on the interior, you've got big differences. On the one hand, we've got a wooden steering wheel, a wooden instrument pedal, and in your car, it's already a bakelite steering wheel, aluminum trim on the steering wheel. We've got different fabrics in the door trim. So lots of materials are different also on the floor. So if you take a closer look, you can see the difference.
Anyway, both are two beautifully restored cars, so they really look wonderful, but it's even nicer, of course, if we could hear them. Now I have to decide. I'd say let's take this one first, the older one, the original 11. Now I'm really looking forward to this. And to be honest with you out there, you know, such an old 911, only very few of you will ever have heard. So this is the rebirth of the 911.
On the left.
That is what history sounds like.
Und Matthias, ich bin